Jim Irsay, longtime Colts owner and music memorabilia collector, dies at 65. Jim Irsay, the longtime owner and CEO of the Indianapolis Colts and a prolific rock and roll collector, has died at age 65. He passed away peacefully in his sleep on Wednesday afternoon, the Colts said in a statement, extending their sympathies to his 3 daughters and his entire family. Jim's dedication and passion for the Indianapolis Colts, in addition to his generosity, commitment to the community, and most importantly, his love for his family were unsurpassed, the team wrote. The team did not specify a cause of death, but Irsay had faced health issues and largely retreated from the public eye in recent years. His last social media post on Wednesday wished the Indiana Pacers luck in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Irsay spent his life and career in the National Football League, as NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell put it in a tribute. Irsay started working for the then Baltimore Colts as a ballboy when he was a teenager after his father, Robert, took over the team in 1972. Some of Jim's fondest memories came from his youth working training camps in Baltimore and growing relationships with players, coaches, and staff whom he considered his extended family, the Colts said. He worked in every department before he was named the youngest general manager in team history in 1984 when the Colts arrived in Indianapolis. An escalating stadium dispute with the city of Baltimore prompted Robert Irsay to take the Colts out of Maryland, in a surprise, overnight move, in March 1984. Shortly after, he made his 24-year-old son the youngest NFL general manager in history. Jim Irsay took over ownership of the Colts in 1997, after his father's death and a legal battle with his stepmother. The following year, the team, which had first pick in the draft, selected Peyton Manning, who became a cornerstone of the Colts franchise and is widely considered one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Manning mourned Irsay in an Instagram post, writing that his love for the Colts and the city of Indy was unmatched. He was an incredibly generous and passionate owner, and I will always be indebted to him for giving me my start in the NFL, wrote Manning, who spent 13 seasons with the Colts. His impact on the players who played for him will not be forgotten. Under Irsay's nearly 3-decade tenure, the Colts won 10 division titles, 2 AFC championships, and, thanks in large part to Manning, the 2007 Super Bowl. Jim's Colts won the Super Bowl, hosted another, and built Lucas Oil Stadium, Goodell said, referring to the team's home stadium, which opened in 2008. He led with integrity, passion, and care for the Colts players, coaches, and staff, and his courageous work in support of mental health will be a lasting legacy. Irsay, who served on the NFL's legislative and finance committees, was also a prolific philanthropist who supported mental health, addiction treatment, and community development efforts in Indiana and beyond. His Kicking the Stigma initiative, created in 2020, aims to raise awareness and funding for mental health causes. Irsay was open about his own struggles with substance abuse and addiction, saying in a November 2023 interview that he had been to rehab at least 15 times. When I do this work, it's to try to save and help one person, one at a time, not because of our brand, not because it looks good for the family to have a great charity. Irsay told the Associated Press in 2022, "It's the empathy and the tremendous compassion that you develop as a human being because we're taught from what we go through. We can share our strength, hope, and experience to alleviate suffering from others." The football community is honoring Irsay on Thursday, with current and former Colts players, as well NFL teams across the country, offering condolences and remembrances. Their tributes paint the picture of a man with many passions and achievements, from football to mental health to music. Irsay was an avid collector of music and pop culture artifacts. Irsay doesn't just leave behind a legacy in the NFL. He also leaves behind what is considered one of the greatest guitar collections in the world. Irsay was a student of the counterculture with a lifelong passion for rock music, American history, and pop culture. "My influence from people like John Lennon and others growing up. My feeling is that you can be a lot of different things," he told the New York Times in 2005. People like John Lennon, Pete Townsend, Bob Dylan had a huge influence. Their beliefs, the way Lennon was a guy who took it to far lengths in terms of the peace movement,